Welcome back to Sonic 06. We are in the third section of Crisis City.
Yes, the tornado section. Now, when Shadow plays through this level, he ends up going through the hang glider segment.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
You're dead.
Thank you, game, for giving me nothing to stand on, but letting me stand there nonetheless. I had 200 rings!
Yes, you did. And now you have 6 rings. Or 9.
300 rings.
Well, wanna know what I wanted, Cloud?
What did you want, Gerda?
I wanted an LOTR RTS that was actually more based on individual units as opposed to wartime. But no, all the units that I spawn in are part of huge battalions.
But Lord of the Rings has the War for Middle Earth.
Yes.
You can't just gloss over the War for Middle Earth.
Well, that's technically what the game is focused on alongside the story. The sideline war for Middle Earth is going on while Frodo takes the ring to Mount Doom.
Yeah, that's like the main narrative, but there's a lot of shit going on in that story.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it, mind you, but I feel like I should have put it on normal instead of easy. Oh, tornado section's over.
And now we come to the Mach Speed section.
This is the second hardest Mach Speed section in the game.
Yes, it is.
Also, you will not perfect this.
That tornado's carrying
Yes, it is.
I guess
it's also carrying a bunch of other things.
I guess
like other cars.
like
See,
boulders.
You will not perfect this mission.
No, nobody. If I seriously doubt it's even possible to fucking do this without getting hit. It's seriously. Oh god, I need rings. I need rings. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Sonic. No. Oh god.
Holy shit! You managed to get through the back section without getting hit.
The back section is easy because once you figure out that you're on a straight path, all you gotta do is just stay towards the middle and you'll be basically all right. It's not gonna stop. Oh god,
back section.
Because you know what happens is they reverse the camera, but they don't reverse the controls.
Right.
You're in one direction, then you start going in the other direction.
Yoink! Yay!
I did it in my first try.
Kick ass! Crisis City is over. That is most people's favorite level of the game.
I can see why. It's easily one of the most interesting environments in this game.
B. At least I assume it's a B.
Probably.
Yep.
Just made it. Sonic. Gotta give me more credit than that, man. Yep, that is definitely.
So you got enough. So you got enough cash for both the bounce bracelet and the first 3 gems, I think.
Oh.
The Shadow episode is now unlocked.
Cool.
That's where all the story things that are important happen.
That's where the story starts to make more sense, I guess.
No matter where we go.
No, Sonic is not important to this game's story at all.
How can this be our
But he defeats Dr. Eggman.
Who is not the main villain.
But he prompted the main villain to appear.
Not really. Honestly, that was Shadow that did that. Hey, Mephiles, Silver, and Blaze.
Will our world be saved?
The day of disaster. Here are my records of this event.
This is Mephiles. He's incredibly creepy to watch.
And his flames were released into the world. And you have this person to blame.
Sonic is not a person. He is a hedgehog. Stare deeply into my emerald.
So, what did he actually do, Mephiles? What did Sonic do to cause it?
He did things.
So that blue hedgehog's the ablest trigger?
Blaze is like, wait, what?
Blue hedgehog.
Sounds vaguely familiar, even though I'm from the future.
No, she's from an alternate dimension.
For real?
Yes.
But they never explained that.
Oh yeah, she's not, no, Blaze's backstory is not Sonic 06 at all. Matter of fact, Blaze shows up in Sonic 06 because Silver needs a partner. That's it.
Did Blaze appear in any game before this?
What the?
Yes, she was in Sonic Rush.
They
Oh.
look just like Shadow.
This is terrible! According to the data, the princess died when she was kidnapped by Eggman. Apparently, Eggman's battleship exploded.
Oh no.
The date of this incident was 2 days after the Festival of the Sun.
If we don't return in time, Elise will die on board Eggman's battleship. That means...
Yeah, I think so.
So now we have time travel paradoxes.
What is the paradox here?
If Sonic successfully saves Elise, well, if Elise doesn't die on the battleship, then Silver never comes to existence.
You mean,
You guys are so
just existing in the first place, or just taking
Yeah,
part?
Silver cannot exist if Elise survives the battleship.
Found one.
Well now, I may not look it, but I'm a real treasure hunter.
Well,
Unlike a certain
the only
echidna.
problem I have with that is, I mean, Silver would still live, but he wouldn't have the same objective as he does now.
Yeah,
Right.
I received a
Which means
signal
that he
indicating
probably
the
wouldn't
Chaos
show up
Emerald
in the
here,
first place.
You mean we
Here's the
gotta
thing,
go
though:
there?
if Sonic prevents Elise from dying, and Iblis is not, Iblis is not released by that particular incident,
Same to you.
that is one of Shadow's best lines in the game. Just so you know.
Same to you. Because
But here's Flame Core, one of the worst levels in the game because it's too damn dark.
I agree. But what were you saying, Gerda?
If Elise doesn't die on Eggman's battleship, then the entirety of this future ceases to exist. It becomes a different future, one where Silver is going to have different memories and a different objective. As such, the Silver that went back in time no longer exists.
Well, that's like the natural problem with time travel stories, is that when time travel characters try to quote-unquote fix things in the past, they also nullify the conditions that prompted them to time travel in the first place.
If they're from the future, at least.
If they're from the future.
If I use a homing attack on the monster, I'll be able to reach the other side.
I don't know. I mean, with all the...
And you're dead.
Probably. With all the shit that I've read about, like, physics and time travel and experience, I've come to the conclusion that, like, pretty much all... 90 seconds later, I've come to the conclusion that, A, this part sucks balls, and B, that time flows relative to the observer. Hence, everything that you see, by that logic, is equally valid.
While everything is equally valid, most certainly, it also is completely dependent on the observer themselves.
Right, which makes sense in this game because you're constantly tied to one character's perspective. We're seeing everything that Sonic sees.
Mm-hmm. And you're dead again.
I don't understand what the game wants me to do at parts like that.
What the game wants you to do, and is failing to show off, is that you need to actually successfully do a wall run. Like so.
Which I do not know how to do.
Yeah, it's all about positioning yourself in the middle of the wall. Unfortunately, because of how janky the control is for Sonic, also more wall jumping off of literally nothing. Sonic has difficulty positioning himself when he's preparing to do the wall run, so he tends to end up at the highest point of the wall, which is, you know, the cutoff.
Maybe. It's
Die, evil lizard!
It's difficult to tell exactly which part of the wall running part gets screwed up. If it's just that I'm not supposed to push any buttons, that I'm not pushing in the right direction, or that the automated sequence puts me in the wrong position so that the game can't just finish the sequence for me.
This bridge is gonna collapse any
How did you know that?
No, Sonic, this bridge just collapsed now.
I miraculously did not fall in the lava.
This is a pretty nice riff, but I think that's the only real part of this piece that I like.
Yeah, I love the guitar solo sections in a lot of these 3D Sonic games. Reminds me of Reminds me of one of my favorite themes from Sonic Adventure 2, Pyramid Cave. It's a fucking awesome guitar solo section.
I think the main thing that sells me on this particular theme is the use but not overuse of the distortion effect.
You mean distortion guitar?
Yeah.
Everything sounds better with distortion guitar.
Not everything. A lot of people like to overuse the distortion effect.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not a nice welcome. They're fire-breathing Iblis monsters.
I have not felt welcomed to this part of the universe this entire time, because I'm pretty sure I've constantly been under attack.
One of the Iblis worms that you failed to kill is still... Nope, it's a lizard.
It's a lizard who is paying no attention to me. Oh look, this dog uses key.
And you fell into a bottomless pit.
Oh, that's the end of the part.
Yep.